This is our third public service announcement that we've done in our series of what we think parents should know that our kids are doing. And this particular one will be on gangs. Detective Chris Mouses is a gangs detective and has been there for several years. And he's going to be talking to you about logistics and some things to look out for when we're talking about gangs.
One of the first things that parents should look for is a fascination with a certain color. Some gangs will associate with the color red, or some maybe with the color blue, or even tan. And so if their kids always want to wear a certain color, it's something they should look for. Another thing they should look for is graffiti. Graffiti in the notebooks, in school books, on their backpacks. Because that may be an indication that they're seeing that they're surrounding themselves with people who are involved in that kind of gang activity. Another thing they should probably look for is a lack of respect towards authority figures. Sometimes the parents, school officials, or their elders. It may be an indication that they're surrounding themselves with people that are also doing that, which is kind of indicative of some of the gang activity that goes on out there. Another is hanging around people that normally they wouldn't hang around with, and so which kind of leads to where parents should be extremely active in their life and know who their kids are hanging around with and who their friends are. One of the other things that they should be looking for is an unexplained access with money or certain property. That may be an indication that they're getting involved in possible drug sales, which is also an activity that gangs tend to get involved with as well. Michelle, I know we talked about some of the telltale signs that should be indicators that their kids may be getting involved in and with gangs. Some of the things that they should be doing is really staying involved and active in their kids' life, and that's at home and also at school. At school, they need to know, okay, are the kids attending school for one? Because there tends to be a lot of truancy issues and maybe poor grades going on at school as well. And at home, they should be going through their notebooks, their backpacks, maybe some of the items that they have inside their room. They need to know what their kids are surrounding themselves with. And also, parents need to take advantage of the programs that are available to everyone in the city of Sacramento, whether it's through church organizations or other different social organizations that are available. But they really need to be active and take a responsible role in the raising of their kids.
Sergeant Daryl Martin is a gang sergeant here with the police department. He has 24 years of law enforcement experience, and 11 of that which has been in gangs and drugs. He'll be talking to you today on some things that he sees and reasons why kids get into gangs.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Daryl Martin, the Sacramento Police Department Gang Unit. Several of the reasons why I believe our youth are involved in gangs have to do with something maybe called respect. Our youth believe that they are entitled to respect if they are a gang member, and a lot of times they get what they perceive as being respect by being a gang member, but when actuality it's more of a fear and intimidation that they're causing. Another reason may be the family structure at home or a lack of a family structure at home. A lot of times our gang members mention the fact that they didn't have that bond, they didn't feel that bond from the family at home, so they went out and joined the gang and they received it. A third reason I believe our youth are involved in gangs has to do with some of the media outlets. The music videos, the rap videos, the video games, and the allure that these videos offer. The allure being the money, the glamorization, the popularity that goes on. And when young people who see these videos and they too want this same success, or what they perceive as being success, then they'll go out and actually act out these events, carry out these the tragedies, basically what we're really seeing, the tragedies that they see on videos, and perform them, in their real life setting.
Sam Davis is an officer with the Magnet School program. He's also an author of several books. He'll be talking to you today about some trends that he's seeing in schools.
Hi, my name is Sam Davis. I'd like to talk to you today about some gang trends that I've noticed at some of the high schools. First is language. Some key words spoken from students will exhibit a direct affiliation to a gang. Some of these words are supportive of their gang, and some negatively depict rival gang members and are very disrespectful and insulting. The parents must be aware of this language, especially the negative words. If a child is using words the parents are unfamiliar with, the parents should seek out school personnel and inquire about their child's character on campus as well as this new language. I'd also like to talk to you about writing, graffiti. Kids will write gang words on their backpacks and clothing. Parents must be aware of this type of writing, which will vary from gang to gang. Some of the writing is a bubble type font or bubble type print. Others are like, for example, Roman numerals. But this writing can either support the gang the child is interested in or be used to disrespect other gangs. Lastly, I'd like to speak to you about the sense of self-worth and self-esteem in family. Many of our students find that middle and high school years can be difficult times in their lives. With hormonal changes as well as peer pressure, these kids are constantly trying to figure out who they are and where they fit in. The question is commonly asked. Now, this is where the family structure is so important. A child needs to understand they have a positive place within the home and with the family. I find many of our juveniles who are involved with these gangs feel they do not have a proper place in their homes, and many of them only want to belong. If the family is not there for them, the gangs will be. It is very important for parents to get their children involved in activities and programs to occupy their time. We have the magnet academies at some of the high schools in Sacramento, also ROTC. There's a La Familia program and the Boys and Girls Club. We also have summer programs of Cops and Kids and the Magnet Academy Camp. More information about both of those programs can be found on the SacPD website.